Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Tichie. Karibu. Now in today's video, I'll be showing you how I achieved this butterfly locks. It's a bob. It's fire red, obviously, and I tried to match it with everything, like match it with my lips, ombre lips, my red top, my nail polish, my rose background, like everything red, because it's the festive season, right? I know I've been away for like a good hot minute, but guys, it's adulting. Just understand your girl. All right guys, so without further ado, let's get into this video. The first thing you'll need to prep your hair is a moisturizing spritz, followed by a cream or a milk, then sealing all that in with a butter. I use spring twist hair to achieve this hairstyle. It's nice and springy and gives out a nice butterfly effect. This is me one early morning. You can see how puffy my eyes are. I protected my hair overnight using my nappy happy satin bonnet, and underneath that I have braids. I did 31 braids and I needed 30, and I'll explain to you why I needed 30 later on. I decided to do braids as opposed to twists because braids are more compact. They'll hide well underneath my butterfly locks. So yeah, that's why I decided braids, and you can see they preserve the moisture much better compared to twists. For the butterfly locks, you will need 2 spring twists to form one butterfly lock, and this whole batch has 30. That means I'll get 15 butterfly locks from each pack. Now remember I said I had 31 braids. I needed 30. I don't know why I have 31, but that is going to cause a problem later. So what you do with the spring twist, 2 of them, is you fluff them out. Sometimes the ends do tangle, so make sure that you're paying special attention to the ends. Don't fluff them out too much. Maybe separate them using your thumb, and you do like 1 separation per twist. You still want it to have some texture because that texture is what is going to bring out the butterfly effect. So don't fluff it out too much. You can go in with a moisturizer to help you smooth out the hair because I feel sometimes it needs it. Actually, I do this with all of my synthetic hair. I use a moisturizer that didn't work for my own hair on extension hair so that you don't end up wasting product you get. So if you have a product that doesn't work for you, probably try using it on your extension hair. You'll find it will turn out much better. For me, the Dark and Lovely products, the 2 products never worked for my hair, but they work so great on extension hair. So I noticed some people don't twist or twirl the ends of the hair, and I'm like, that's the oldest part of your hair. You need to protect it even if you're in a protective hairstyle. So make sure you like twirl or bantu knot your ends to protect your ends. So what I like doing is like twisting the part that is going to be crocheted so that it's nice and compact and easy to crochet through your hair. Notice the roots of my hair are not tight because I anticipated the crocheting, so I don't want my tight roots. Tight roots are the beginning of problems when you're protective hairstyling, so at least make it a little bit loose, anticipating some extension hair is going to go through. The next thing I do is to measure out how long I want my locks to be before I start wrapping. Now for the roots, I wrap about 4 to 5 times before I start creating that butterfly lock effect. And for this particular one, I did wrap around my thumb one time. I'll show you a different effect later in a different lock, but this one, just see how this one turns out with just wrapping around your thumb one time. I must admit, you guys, that with this first butterfly lock, I was a bit reckless. I thought I could just get away with just wrapping it anyhowly, but I soon came to realize I have to pay special attention to everywhere, from the root to the ends. So just watch how you can potentially mess up a butterfly lock extension hair and waste your time all at the same time. Now I tried to finesse the ends, but at the end of the day I just went back and redid this whole entire lock, and it's kind of forgiving because this is the first time I'm doing butterfly locks. So don't expect the first time to be the perfect way, but the more you do them, the more you get into the rhythm of things, and the more you get to know which is the perfect technique for you. By the time I was doing my second butterfly lock, I realized I have to bantu knot my ends because my hair is longer than the length that I want for my bob. So that's a tip. If you have longer hair, just bantu knot your ends to the length that you want and then continue wrapping. So for this second lock, I did wrap my thumb twice as opposed to once compared to the first one, and I feel like this wrapping twice gave me a better butterfly effect compared to the first one, and it also helped to make my bob look like my hair extension hair look shorter, to have that fluffy effect. And also when I reached my ends, I decided to not be lazy with it and just to compact the red towards the tips, the ends of my hair. I feel like that gave it a much better look. You can compare the first one to the second one. We are getting better. So let me show you this last one. Now, first things first, bantu knot your ends. If your hair is slippery like mine, you can end up doing this over and over. So do this after doing your braids or while doing your braids. Now next, you get your latch hook, slide it in, and then hook your extension hair. Be careful with this. So just slide it through and make sure that the roots are not so tight. You have to get the length that you want at this point. So pima where you want your bob to fall. Now, holding on to the extension hair and your own hair, you start to wrap at the roots. And I can wrap at least 4 to 5 times before you start creating that butterfly lock effect using your thumb. Now at this point, you'll start moving way quicker compared to the first two because you've gotten the rhythm of things. So you know you're supposed to wrap twice around your thumb to give you that effect. Now when you're wrapping, you'll notice that the hair is getting straight, or it's not giving out the effects, but when you release the hair, you'll see the butterfly lock effect. Now I did 30 butterfly locks, 15 on each side, and that is because I know how fluffy the butterfly locks turn out. So you don't really need to jazza on your hair, they don't need to be a lot on your head. If you have a bigger head than mine, or more hair than me, then you will need at least 3 packs of this hair so that you can get 45 locks, and that will look much better on your head. Now when you get towards the ends, you'll notice that the red is now starting to pop up. You should hold on to that red and start using the other hair, the other side, to wrap, so that you want to contain the red towards the ends. Now this only works with this hair. If you end up buying like black, like one solid color, you won't have this problem. You will have like the whole entire section is black, and it blends better and hides wet and hides much better. But if you're going for color, you have to be mindful of how you place the color, because if you notice my first lock, it looked kind of weird, so I decided to do this so that it can end up turning out much better and just have that tips, fire tips at the ends. So this is how the lock turned out. I think we are making good progress. So let me do the rest of my head and come back. So this is how it looks at the end of it all. It looks so good. When you're doing one, you can't see like the effect, but if it like comes together when it's the whole head, you can see now that the butterfly locks have turned out. The bob is there, and the ends end up bumping themselves, which I liked because I wanted the bumped ends bob. So yes, I like how it turned out. To set the hair, I go in with mousse. Now I love this mousse from Cream of Nature because first of all, it smells so good, so your hair ends up smelling so good when you're flipping it back and forth. Also, it helps the flyaways, so you don't get flyaways, and also, you know, the way locks get, they hold on to each other, they start tangling and holding on to each other, you know, grabbing onto each other. This helps each lock to like stay by themselves. If there's a little attaching, it's just kidogo, not a lot the way it normally does, so it helps like keep them separate, as well as giving them nice shine, a nice smell, and just overall no frizz, no nothing. So it looks good. I like the finishing touches. Notice I apply the mousse by smoothing and squeezing, not rubbing. You're not trying to create frizz, you're trying to eliminate frizz. And also doing this helps you maintain your hairstyle for longer. So you can do this like in between trying to refresh your hair, so that you can have your money's worth, you know, have it for longer. Notice that stray braid because I didn't have hair for it. Okay guys, so this is the final look. Listen, can your butterfly locks even? I feel like they turned out so good. The fire red is like really out there, so if you are kind of like I don't want to do this locks, there are other colors you can try out. There's pure black. I feel like the hairstyle does turn out differently depending on the kind of hair that you use. So if you're using like spring twist hair like the one I've used, or free tress, when you're making the butterfly, you'll see like the curls pop in. But if you do like a hairstyle that the curls are already distressed, you'll find that the curls don't pop like these ones do. Yeah, I think I've noticed that with many tutorials on here. So if you know what look you're going for anyway, so you pick your hair accordingly. Yeah. They look so good, so festive. It's a bob fire red butterfly locks. I think they are perfect for the Christmas festive season. So you guys tell me what you think. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Anyway guys, all the details will be in the description box. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing, because I mean, you don't want to miss all this. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Mwah. Bye guys.